Welcome back, everyone. It's the December Business Forum. Happy holidays. We're here at the Landing. It's a beautiful tree lighting day. There's a festival of trees over here. We're going to have a boat parade sometime soon. It's a Chamber of Commerce holiday in downtown Fort Walton Beach. And I'm here with our chairs from the past. And I want to start with Lisa Jo. Special events, certainly the backbone of the Chamber of Commerce. What are some of your favorite special events that you've attended?
Well, I got started in the Chamber through the Mardi Gras parade and the ball, and so that was where my volunteering began, and so that's always held a special place. Plus, I'm in the Mardi Gras Club, so I got to give a shout out to my ladies there.
There you go.
So we like parades.
I remember back in the day when I first met you several years ago, you were helping decorate at the Santa Rosa Mall when we had that. You and Whitney were there, and they were slocking stuff around and everything. I think then you changed somewhere and came out in a beautiful dress. It was just like a transformation.
It was great. It was so much fun, and that's truly what people need to do, is just get involved, and you meet so many people, and then suddenly, here you are, sitting here with you.
Well, I'm not sure that's one of the benefits of it, but I do remember that night. That was a great involvement. The Mardi Gras parade this year will be on Saturday, January 19th on Santa Rosa Boulevard, transferring up and down Santa Rosa Boulevard in front of many of our condos, including several of the Wyndham properties. But before I get to Martin on that, I want to jump over to Mark Hamrick, because last year Martin could not be in the parade because he was out doing some business. So Mark filled in as the Grand Master.
Grand Marshal, yes.
Grand Marshal, yes, of course. And what happened in that? There was something that I recall.
Well, we made a deal that I would be the Grand Marshal for Martin's year, and he would be the Grand Marshal this year.
Right.
So that was a very cool thing to do. And the parade was about ready to get started, and we went on down there to line up like everybody else. And we had a problem getting the cones out there to block off the street, so the Sheriff's Department would let us have the parade. And so we had a little delay there, and of course the streets are lined with thousands of people. And somebody in the crowd was asking why the parade hadn't started, and somebody, and we will never know who, just randomly said the Grand Marshal had a heart attack. So now I'm down there sitting in the car just waiting. I'm not even sure why we haven't started either. And so, the word spread, it's unbelievable. Cell phones, texts, it's Facebook, it's everything. Everybody that knew me had me dead. I was dead. And somebody came up, one of our volunteers, I don't remember who it was talking on the phone and go, "No, he's not dead. I'm looking at him. He's right here. He's standing, he's breathing." So anyway, when I came down through the parade, as the parade finally got started and went down, it was fun. I was having a good time with it, waving at people, but there for a few minutes I was a goner.
I remember getting that word.
Yes, we were all very pleased, my friend, very, very pleased. And nothing is we were pleasing. No one can drive in a parade better than Martin. So Martin's going to be in the parade. The Bowlegs Parade. Tell us about your involvement in parades. You've been in several, have you not, Mr. Owen?
Well, as chair, I've been in everything, I think, which is wonderful. But yes, I was in the Bowlegs Parade and decided I was going to do it on my own. Because it was interesting because I was driving and I was throwing beads, and people kept on pressing non-alcoholic beverages on me. I think they were anyway, and I had to drive, and it was great fun. It was wonderful. Lobbing things out of the car as you're driving along. And
I want to. The show was shown here on Channel 6. And the funnest thing is I was on the grandstand, and there's Martin. He slows down in his red Mustang, which is cool, and he stops and just does a little wave like this, and kept on going. It was a perfect.
Well, we're taught from a very early age in Britain to do the royal wave. So there you go. That was what the whole thing was.
It was fun, and we do many special events. We can spend the rest of the time on that, but I want to jump now to committees. And when I look at Mark Hamrick and committees, you have been on every committee in this Chamber of Commerce in your time frame. Tell us about the benefits of being on a committee.
Well, the committees are that's the backbone of the chamber. The committees and our events, and that is, like Lisa Jo said, that is how you get in there and start meeting people. That's how those legs start spreading out to where you start meeting people and getting contacts and eventually business, and every one of them's fun. It just depends on which one is geared towards your business. For an example, member discount providers is perfect for my business. That's our committee that gives exclusive discounts to other chamber members. Right. The vacuum center has benefited greatly from member discount providers. I had 2 in there this morning that were getting their chamber discount.
I'll be darned.
That committee has been, like Lisa Jo said, that one's kind of sticks to me there. That's really my first one in the committee that I've really enjoyed. But they're all great, and they're all geared towards different businesses.
Right, and businesses or things in the community.
Sure.
And when Martin came in with his year as a year of relevance of how the chamber can be relevant, nothing I think has morphed that better than the multicultural committee that you were actively involved in.
Yeah, I mean that has a close part to my heart, having been. Being an immigrant and therefore coming from different cultures and being involved in it, I could see a huge value to that, and I think they've done a superb job in reaching out to different parts of the community, and I've had some great fun with that committee, going to Filipino events and having huge fun with that, as well as coming in and sort of talking about the British history or the Australian, I was going to say Australian culture, but they don't have culture in Australia, so that's a difficult one. And of course, the other one that's close to my heart is tourism, which is vitally important for our area. So, we all have things that touch us differently. And in this area, the military on one hand, we have a very active MAC, but tourism is the other side. And it's been great from that point of view.
It really has. The committees, we have 30 of them next year. We were chatting about Mark Hammer, 30 committees that chamber people can get involved with or will benefit the community. They're going to be either promoting business or they're going to be fun and that type of thing. But they're also, Lisa Joe, how topical is this? They're also doing things for the community such as community solutions. How proud of you are the efforts of that?
That is, well, obviously it's really something that has touched my heart and been near to your heart, I know, as well, and Kathy Houchins. It's something we've strived to get going for a number of years in a bunch of different ways, but hopefully within the next 3 or 4 years we'll have a shelter for our homeless, plus the one-stop center where they can go and they can get training, medical needs met, and just any of the job skills and things that they might need, all of the service providers to be under one roof right there, so that the people aren't having to go from here to there to everywhere and trying to find, and these are people that are homeless, they may not even have a car. How in the world can they get from one service provider to another? So if we can bring them all together and have it easy for folks not to stay, we don't want, we don't want to enable them to stay in that state, but to give them, as we've said, a hand up, not a hand out, and to truly impact people's lives. When you get involved in that, you realize it's not just the panhandlers that are on the street that we all see. Those 20, 25 people ruin it for the truly homeless people who don't want to be in that position. The children, Alexis has shared with us so many stories about children that are homeless, and it just breaks your heart. So if, the Community Solutions has been such a wonderful opportunity to bring our chamber members and the talents that they have to those service providers and say, let us help you put this all together. We've got the contacts, we've got all the things that we can do as a chamber, and we can help make their dreams come true as well.
It's absolutely amazing, the power of the volunteer membership, and it's just a community getting together under the umbrella of the chamber and making an influence in all of the issues that you mentioned. So we're very proud of that as one small cog of what's happened in the chamber. We've gone this far, we're at the landing, and the word Billy Bowlegs has not even come up yet. I want to start with you.
It's like when you're mentioning Shakespeare plays, you always refer to the Scottish play, never Macbeth. It's like, don't mention Bowlegs.
There we go. All right then. Well, I'll leave it to you, Mark, on whether or not we should discuss anything about Billy Bowlegs.
Well, yes, I think we should. First of all, it's our biggest event of the year. The community looks forward to it the day after it ends every year. They're looking forward to it again the next year. It is right here at the landing, first weekend in June. It's huge. We're every year we strive to make it bigger and better, and we will be doing the same this year. There's always new ideas, but it's Bowlegs is Bowlegs. If you've been around here just a little bit of time, you know all about Bowlegs.
Yes, and we'll leave it at that then. We won't go any further, because we certainly, each of you will have interviewed Captain Billy and the mayor at some point in time and had that dialogue and all that, and photo shoots and such. It's a wonderful thing for the community, and we're proud of it from Fort Walton. Lisa Joe, you're still going to be involved with the chamber, but your role on the board is officially over at the end of this year, and this is really your last official act. No, you have a board meeting. I have
a board meeting and a exec meeting.
Oh, that's right. So that's right.
Yep,
So
that's it. And then, yeah, I'm a has-been at that point.
Well, not a has-been. You
kicking me to the curb, and
Did you, correct me if I'm wrong, but Martin Owen gave you a very fun gift last year. Did he not, at the wine?
He did.
Wine?
He gave me some wine, which was very delightful. Yeah, it was
good. Just a
yeah,
nice
it didn't
exchange.
last. It didn't last very long at all.
Well,
but yeah, I mean, everything, the camaraderie of all the people. I'm truly going to miss the board meetings and executive committee, especially. I don't think people realize how close you get.
Right.
You choose your executive committee for what they can help bring to you, what you know, the skills that you may not have, and they're people you may not have known very well at all, but boy, by the end of that year, y'all are very, very close, and it's really been enlightening, and you know, I've made some very, very good friends.
Well, you did a wonderful job, and you're still going to be a friend of ours forever,
Yes,
and we're
of
grateful
course.
for that. Mark, coming up January 12th is our installation banquet where you're installed, and Martin will recap his year. I neglected to tell you that you have to get a gift for Martin, like Martin got a gift for Lisa Joe. Right now, off the top of your head, what do you think you would get him?
I don't think we should go there.
It might be similar to
you know,
what he gave me,
Yeah,
but maybe a
you
little
know,
harder.
I don't. I have actually given that some thought, but we're obviously not going to spoil any surprises here on national TV.
Right. It'll be interesting to see.
I'm obliged for that, so thank you.
Interesting to see. We've been honored to have Martin Owen as our chair here in 2012 and marketing guru for Wyndham Vacation Rental, knowing how to use his chamber membership. What about February 14th next year? What event is Wyndham sponsoring there?
That could possibly be the Snowbird festival. The
Winter Guest Fest.
well, they don't like being called winter guests. We've done research. They like being called snowbirds, and we're very grateful for them. It's a family that we're close to. They come down here. They've come down here for years, many of them, and they bring new ones in all the time. And so we sponsor the Winter Guest Fest, the Snowbird Festival, and it's good fun. It's huge fun.
It's going to be wonderful. It's on the 14th of February.
Didn't we have over 2,000 come through the door
We did.
last year?
We
Yeah,
did.
2,000.
I had an absolute ball with them, and of course I suddenly realised that I am actually in that group. I could actually be a snowbird.
He did have his birthday the other
That's
day,
right.
which we celebrated.
We don't talk about that either. That's another
Well, I
thing.
don't know why you're not in your little costume.
Which little costume were you thinking of?
You know, you were.
Oh, that little costume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Photographs are available from Cox TV afterwards.
You must attend all chamber events. You never know. It's hard to keep up here.
That's
It's like
right,
home
that's
movies of sorts. But folks, we're running out of time. Lisa Joe, great to have you on us.
Thank you.
Another great year. Martin Owen, any closing comments for the folks here?
I'm beginning to feel like Superman who's come across kryptonite. My powers are slowly draining away to this man over here. It's a bit like Batman and Robin, but he's going to take over. So I wish him the very best of luck.
Thank
Marco,
Mark's
what do you got? Give us a game plan.
Looking forward to next year, keeping the chamber going in the right direction. If you're watching this out there and you're not part of the chamber, please become a part of it. Come see what it's all about. You'll be glad you did, and happy holidays to everybody.
Well done, and that's why you're selected. Good promo for the Chamber of Commerce, folks. Chamber of Commerce, 1,500 members. Go to fwbchamber.com and find out about it, how we can help promote your business. And we actually have a guarantee, the Chamber Challenge, that says, if after 1 year of chamber membership you do not enjoy it, we will refund your money, and you'll chat with one of these folks and explain why that is the case. 1,500 members, one of the largest chambers of commerce in the state of Florida. We're honored here at the Landing, folks. It's Coastal Christmas. It's a tree lighting in a little bit, a boat parade. Once again, a beautiful day in Fort Walton Beach. Thanks to Jerry and Sean from Cox, who have filmed it each and every year. They do a fabulous job, and thanks to Cox for sponsoring it. On behalf of the Greater Fort Walton Beach Chamber of Commerce and Lisa Joe Spencer, Martin Owen, and Mark Hamrick, we wish you Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.